This is the story about the tricks used by those in the know to hide assets and skirt the rules. Half of all global trade passes through offshore tax havens, and an estimated 1/3 of the world's wealth resides there. Many people use the offshore world for legal tax shelters or to smooth the way for international trade. But tax havens cost all of us. Without offshore tax havens, the Enron scandal wouldn't have been possible, or the massive fraud pulled off by Bernie Madoff, or the Greek debt crisis. So if you want to avoid paying taxes, or launder money, or create a front company to conceal your activities, or hide your assets from the government or your wife, or keep your property and investments secret, or open a bank account in another name, making it almost impossible for anyone to trace it back to you, you can easily set up a secret company using one of hundreds of offshore agents. Let's look at the British Virgin Islands, home to 500,000 offshore companies. That's about 40% of the offshore companies on the planet. You can buy a ready-made shelf company or create your own secret company from scratch in about 3 days for just over $1,000. You may be asked to produce documents to establish your identity, and they might check your name in a database to see if you're a terrorist. But don't worry, while the system may catch the big fish, it still lets scores of fraudsters and criminals slip through the net. For another $500 or so, you can hire a third person, or even a shell company, to be the nominee director of your offshore entity. These nominees rent their names so you, the real owner of the company, don't have to disclose yours. It's like registering your car in a stranger's name. Total anonymity. That same person can be a nominee director of hundreds, even thousands of companies around the world. The best part? The nominee doesn't get involved in your company at all. One Panama firm promises that their nominees will be completely ignorant to the happenings of your corporation. They sign a power of attorney and hand control of the company to you. But your name never appears on the corporate documents. Now your offshore agent can open a bank account in your company's name, making it very hard for anybody to trace the money back to you. You could create an asset protection trust in the Cook Islands of the South Pacific, a place notorious for its secrecy. Then you could park your secret company and bank account into the trust. Even if someone finds you, your creditors will have a hard time trying to untangle it all because the Cook Islands doesn't recognise foreign judgments. Oh, and it's a crime in the Cook Islands to disclose any information about an offshore trust. So you can see how offshore tax havens allow you to play outside the rules and cloak your activities and identity in complete secrecy. And it's all perfectly legal, as long as you declare it.